please, please, something bouncy.
Oh, he hasn't listened to my music.
Hey! She told me of Captain Hook and all of his men who followed Peter with the hook replaced as a herd. In those days, bad guys, seldom win. So the captain was eaten, and Wendy bought wings. Well, that's the story, as I recall. I may have made up the end, I don't know. Don't remember much at 3 feet tall. Except when I would say, Mother, let me go to Neverland, let me fly for one day. Just throw fairy dust in my hair, so I pretend I'm flying away. I'm flying away. You know, getting here was very, very thrilling. I couldn't be happy. Yes.
The music.
Oh, yes, underscore, please. I couldn't be more excited for all these new voices Scott found, Jeff and Jenna. And backstage, I thought how rare it is for them to meet somebody of my caliber. So, I wanted to give them advice. So I took Jenna's hand and I looked into her eye and I said, my dear, remember there's an old saying we have on the Broadway. Go fuck yourself. That's right, my dear. Because your dreams will never happen. It Gets Better was lying all along. Look at me, I've been on Royal Caribbeans for 2 years. Dreams die, and speaking of dreams die, Yul Brynner and I, he was my very first husband. Excuse me, Yul Brynner and I used to produce Cocoon the musical. But we did it with no music. It was revolutionary. Now, I played the Gwen Verdon role naturally, as I'm a mover. However, now here's a fun fact. I don't know if you know this, but Gwen Verdon was a junkie and a cunt. And so...
My mother's in the room.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Allen. I'm sure you don't love that word.
It's not Mrs. She's not married, so it's fine.
Well, neither am I, my dear. Anyway, and so I changed all my lines to no, and then maybe, and then no again, and the audience would gasp. It was revolutionary. And why I bring that up is because just like Home the Musical, Cocoon the Musical did readings for 10 years. And with all the money Scott has put into Home the Musical, he could have produced at least 7 productions of Rebecca. I love theater.
Yeah, you ready to sing the rest of the song?
Oh, yes, please. Please. What are the words?
Well, to mine.
Surprise! I grew up too fast! And that little Tinkerbell never did last. So I silently drew myself far, far away, so I could be immortalized like Peter one day. I'm flying. Look at me, way up high, suddenly here am I. I'm flying, defying gravity. I'm flying away. Bouncy, please. And all right. Ha! It isn't easy. As we as children reading books, the fairy dust would just let you fly so far away. All I ask, leave me my imagination, so I could pretend I'm flying away. and straight on to morning. Or was it second to the left? Straight on to morning.